Hello, and welcome back to Why You Should Play. This time we're doing Aviary Attorney. I'm sure you've read the fucking title. Yes. Aviary Attorney. I guess we're gonna be bird lawyers. At least it ain't fucking platforming. There's so many fucking platforms. I would never know. Maybe it's an easier game to make, I don't know. What? Was it tiny window? Is the game even working? Are you even doing anything, game? It's just a black screen. Well, a black box, since it's in windowed mode. What are you doing? Oh, fuck you then. Ah, there we go. Sketchy Logic presents. Game based on illustrations of J.J. Granville. And the music of Camille Saint-Saëns. Aviary Attorney. Click to begin. Let's do full screen. My fucking eyes. My fucking eyes. Oh, there you go. You didn't see the intro, but it's just two birds talking. That's it. New game. Does this have voice acting? January 1st, 1848. I guess it does. The Chateau Crenare of Baron Araguel. Oh god. Time-based. Is that Monsieur Grenouille? Oh mon dieu. Well, at least I get a sharpen up in French. Damn it, Catalan, what have you done? Act 1, a cat with claws. Oh, this is another French game, huh? It's midday already. Where on earth is that featherhead? Sparrow son. Oui, oui, monsieur. How do French accents go again? It's midday already. Where on earth is that featherhead? No, it's wrong. It's midday already. Where on earth is that featherhead? Featherhead. Pretty sure they don't pronounce the H. Ed. We'll try and work on it. Well, well, well. Look who finally decided to get up. Haven't you heard? Haven't you heard what they say about the early bird, Falcon? It's a bit difficult to understand. I don't usually do French accents. In this car I'll just do normal. Do only 4 worms. Pass the Cabernet Sauvignon. There'll be no time for that later. We got some business to handle first. Business? I guess I'm Falcon. Yeah. A letter arrived while you were sleeping. I haven't opened it yet. It's probably just more junk mail. Go ahead, Sparrowson. You may have the honors. Alright, Ahem. Dear Monsieur Falcon, I am writing to you today because my daughter Dame, is it Dame or too used to fucking Japanese pronunciation? Dame Cataline has been arrested for a crime she did not commit. It's kind of weird. It's kind of like a bit Russian and a bit Middle Eastern. Yeah, weird. She's being held at La Conciergerie prison on the charge of murder, no less. Her trial is in 3 days' time. I would be greatly in your debt if you would offer her your legal aid. Yours sincerely, Signor Pertor Demiao of the Demiao estate. Yeah, I kinda lost it. Well, this is quite something. I know! Your first serious client in months! Not just that, the Demiao estate is well known for its exuberant wealth. Even if we cannot do much for Dame Cataline, his lordship would still reward us handsomely for our efforts. Wow, so I suppose you intend on defending Dame Cataline in court? Of course. Nope. Of course. It would be foolish to let such a good opportunity slip through our feathers. Grab your coat, Sparrowson. We're going to find our kitty client at La Conciergerie. Excellent. My dear was getting tired from all this sitting around. Ooh, but I better file away Signor Demiao's letter first. One moment, Falcon. It has now been added to your evidence folder. You may access the evidence folder at any time by clicking the suitcase symbol. Hiya! But of course. Ah, nearly forgot my wallet. I wouldn't want to lose that. Again? I recall you losing it at the New Year's party and at Christmas. Yes, alright, no need to make a list. Falcon has picked up his wallet. 20 francs. 20 francs? You may see how much money he's carrying anytime we're clicking on the wallet symbol. Let's make a move. January 3rd, Monday. Welcome to the map screen. From here you can travel to any listed area by clicking on a location name or location node. Areas marked with a clock symbol take a whole day to visit. Areas with no symbol can be visited freely. A sign on the door reads, the Aviary Attorney Offices. No case is too big or too small. No junk mail. Let's go back to the office. Falcon, why are we back in your office? We have a case to solve. I was just procrastinating. Well, stop it. We need to get back to helping Dame Cataline. Alright, I'm ready. Let's go. And we're back. Falcon, why are we back? We have a case to solve. Let's just procrastinate. So, yeah. I thought there would be more dialogue. Yeah, well. La Conciergerie. For centuries, the infamous Conciergerie prison has detained the accused and the condemned alike. It took me a day to get there, even though they can fly. Falcon and Sparrowson step into the stone-cold foyer of the Conciergerie prison. Salon-faced guards and visitors linger beneath the medieval archways. Ah, the Conciergerie. They say this is the finest prison in the whole of France. The outer walls are impenetrable. The cells are spotless. The guards are well-mannered. Quack. What you want? Good day, monsieur. I'm here to see Dame Cataline Demau. I am due to represent her in court. Oh, you're her lawyer, huh? Fine, fine. Follow me. Well, what are you waiting for? Keep up. My papa hasn't forgotten about me, has he? Dame Cataline Demau, I presume? Demiao. Yeah, whatever. You've arrived. The fantastic lawyer, Monsieur Falcon, and his petite assistant, Sparrowson. Milady is knowledgeable. Oh, fuck. Oh, whatever. Don't talk like that, Sparrowson. Sorry. Sorry. I'm just trying to do a French accent. My papa told me that he would only hire the best lawyers in town. I'm flattered. But they weren't available at such short notice, so he hired the first people in the address directory. Of course. Hey. Should put numbers ahead. Then you'll be even more ahead. Oh. You'll see, Falcon. I told you listing under Aviary attorney would pay off. Let's get down to business. Dame Cataline, could you fill us in on some details? Your father's letter was a little brief. I can do my best. What is it you wanted to know? What happened on the night of the murder? What exactly happened on the night of the murder? Ooh, let me think. It was Friday evening. Me and my papa had arrived in Chateau Crenerie, the home of great Baron Roguel. My papa spent all evening talking with Monsieur Grinwy and the Baron about business stuff. Business stuff? Well, the three of them own a railway company together. So all through dinner they were talking about company shares and investments, but I didn't really understand most of it. But after dinner, this man with a camera took our photograph. That was a lot more fun. Sorry, man with a what took your what? Camera. It's a very new gadget. A tiny bug sits in a box with a tiny paintbrush and paints your picture very fast. Really? In 10 minutes, poof, you have a perfect picture. Okay, well, whatever. We need that photograph. Wow, technology is amazing. I don't think the lady's explanation is right, Sparrowson. Phew. Let me believe. Still, the camera sounds like a very special device. I'll make a note of it. Camera has been added to your evidence folder, even though I don't actually have a camera. Photographer named Robitio attended the banquet. What? How did I know that? Didn't ask for that. Please continue, Dame Cataline. So after we had the photograph, I went to the gardens to get some air. And that's when I found the body of Monsieur Greenway. It was all ripped open. My housemaid saw me standing over the froggy Monsieur and called for help. And then the police arrived. Before I could say anything, I ended up here. It was such a blur. Must have been terrifying. It wasn't so bad. My papa taught me how to be a brave cat. Was there anything else, or something else you wanted to ask, Monsieur Falcon? Who was there that evening? Dame Cataline, who attended the banquet that evening? Well, there was me and my papa. My dearest maman couldn't make it. And there was Baron Roguel, who hosted the dinner, and his housemaid, Colleen, I think she was called. Of course, there was Monsieur Greenway, well, until, you know, he died. And there was Monsieur Robitio de Robinio, the man with the camera. But he was only there for a little while. I think that was all. Was there anything else you wanted to ask? Need to question this, housemate. Question them all. Did you see anything suspicious? Dame Cataline, did you see anything suspicious that evening? Suspicious? Like, maybe a guy lurking in the shadows or a bloodied murder weapon? Monsieur Falcon, I do believe you're looking for an easy answer. You got me. I did not see anything, I'm afraid. The evening was very normal. The food was delicious, the conversation was boring. It was all very ordinary until the incident. I see. Oh shit. Let me sound up his voice again. Wait, Falcon. You missed something of huge importance. I did. Dame Cataline, you said the food was delicious. But you didn't say what food it was. You and your damn stomach. Let me see. You had poached red herring to start, garnished with garlic butter. Go on. Then a marbled steak served perfect, bloody rare. Glorious. Falcon, write this down. What? This can't possibly be relevant to the case. Write it all down, please, for me. Fine. Red herring has been added to your evidence folder. Bloody rare steak has been added to your evidence folder. Sparrowson, remind me not to let you talk to clients on an empty stomach. Come to think of it, I did find it a little strange that we weren't given any cutlery. No cutlery? Even for the steak? Nope. You would think that the great Baron of Chateau Crainerie would have gorgeous silverware, but there was none to be seen. That is a little peculiar. Was there anything else you wanted to know, Monsieur Falcon? No, I think that'll be all. Ah, shit. It's always his voice. So what's the plan now, Falcon? The way I see it, we have two tasks. We should head to Chateau Crainerie and try to see the scene of the murder for ourselves. Then we should try to track down this supposed photographer, Monsieur Robitio de Robinio. 2 days for 2 tasks seems doable. But we should get back. But we should get head. What? We should get head. Fix your shit, game. But we should get. Fuck that. Back. Or we should head back and get some rest first. We have a lot of work ahead of us. Wait, Monsieur Falcon. Before you go, you do believe my story, don't you? I believe in justice. Gotta say something to reassure the client. Well, I can't exactly say I believe in you. I believe in justice. Justice will absolve you. Sure. Dame Cataline, I believe that a fair trial can draw the truth from any situation. I believe in justice. That's good to hear. You're not wrong, Falcon, but that's not what the lady needed to hear. I want to work on being less of a, how to put it, diddle de pew? If serving justice makes me a fill de pew, then I wear that title proudly. Dame Cataline, Monsieur Greenway, Baron Roguel, These names are all getting a bit confusing, aren't they? Not particularly. Well, it is for me. I'm going to start compiling a Facebook so that I can keep track of who everyone is. A what? A Facebook. It's a collection of people's names, pictures, and descriptions in one easy-to-carry catalog. I think I understand. The name could use a little work, though. This person is like compiling a Facebook. Or a face on a book. J.J. Falcon, the Aviary attorney himself. Sparrowson, Falcon's suave and courageous lackey. What a handsome fellow. Betoit de Mao, the wealthy father of Dame Cataline. Betoit hired us to defend Dame Cataline in court. Quark, an ill-mannered jailkeeper, seems to feel disgust for criminals and for animals in general. What? Cataline de Mao, the elegant bourgeois daughter of Seigneur Betoit de Mao. She has been accused of murdering Monsieur Greenway. Greenway, the froggy businessman who was found murdered at Chateau Crinory, a colleague of Betoit and Roguel. Well, the case is simple. He did it himself. And access to the list of people you met anytime by clicking the book symbol. Let's make a move. New day. The game saves automatically at start each new day. But you can also make a quick save at any time by pressing save and quit from the pause menu. You can access the pause menu by clicking on the cog symbol in the upper left corner by clicking the escape key. Yeah, this place says, my god. Is this all drawn? Holy shit. It's a lot of detail. My god. That's a lot of shit to draw. Here lies the home of Robitio de Robinio, up-and-coming photographer. Baron Roguel resides at Chateau Crinory, an impressive manor house with an immaculate garden. But take a day, so it doesn't matter. Do I want to observe the scene of the crime? Or do I talk to the guy? I don't think the picture will tell us much. The scene of the crime seems to matter more. Let's get it before evidence dries up. Falcon, Sparrowson, enter the courtyard outside Chateau Crinory. People with dirty clothes and gaunt faces linger around the building's shadows. Sultan. Excusez-moi, messieurs. I don't mean to be a pain, but my little girl and I are sick and starving, see? Cough, cough. Gambade. I don't suppose you'd happen to have some spare change? 20 francs in your wallet, what will you do? Give 1 franc. There you go. Stay safe, madame. Many thanks to you, messieurs. That was pretty generous. Wait a minute. That's not his voice. Oh, bloody hell, if he's gonna be talking this much. That was pretty generous of you, Falcon. Times are tough. Making sure mother and child have something to eat is the least I can do. What am I doing standing here moralizing? Come on, Sparrowson. We got business to attend to. Falcon and Sparrowson step into the pristine wood-paneled foyer of Chateau Crinory. Oh, look at this place. Baron Roguel must be loaded. More than loaded. When it comes to lucrative investments, the Baron is a legend. Factories, chocolate shops, hotels, railroads. The Baron owns a little bit of everything on this side of the Seine. Is he here right now? Yes, He's the smug-looking chap with the impressive mane. But we must approach a man of his stature with tact and finesse. Hey, Baron! We'd like a word! How's that? Sparrowson, you have the finesse of an inebriated warthog. You can thank me later. I think I got his attention. Did I hear my name? Great Baron Rogwell, property owner extraordinaire at your service. And who might you fellows be? More investigators? No, we're attorneys. Not quite. I'm a private attorney, J.J. Falcon, and this is my associate, Sparrowson. Lawyers, eh? You know you aren't the first to have passed through here today. Oh? Yes, this jumpy, twitchy fellow came by this morning. Asked a bunch of questions and hopped away before he heard the answers. Most curious. Do you know who he was, Sparrowson? Perhaps I have a hunch. We'll be seeing him at the trial. A friend of yours? Something like that. So what may I do for you, messieurs? Doing some research on Monsieur Greenway, the frog who was killed here on Friday evening. Of course, such a tragedy. He was a good friend and a loyal business partner. I suppose you messieurs would be wanting to see the crime scene for yourself. Actually, yes, that would be fantastic. Well, be my guest. You will find the garden where the murder occurred through the back doors. You may also be interested in the lounge on the second floor, third door to your right. That will be where we gathered for a group photograph prior to the unfortunate incident. How dramatic. Oh, can we see the finished photograph? I'm afraid not. It is to my understanding that a photograph must be developed before it can be viewed. It's a slow process. My own copy of the photograph is to be delivered in 3 days' time. That's no good to us. The trial may be over by then. Nonetheless, we appreciate your hospitality. Thank you, Baron. It's no trouble at all. I'll be here to see you out when you're done with your investigations. So, where shall we go first? Let's do it in order. To the lounge. They went here first. Oh, giraffe lady. Second floor, third door on the right. This must be the room where the photograph was taken. Psst. Hey Falcon, did you see that? See what? That housemaid totally just did something shifty. Shifty? I think she just pocketed something from that drawer. You should totally call her out on it. Excuse me, mademoiselle? Ah. Yes. Are you two policemen? No. We're private attorneys. My name's J.J. Falcon. And I'm Sparrowson. Ah, how rude of me. My name is Colleen Dohor. So, what can I help you messieurs with today? We're investigating the murder that took place last week. Do you mind if we ask you a couple of questions? That's fine. Let me just grab a chair. That's better. What was it you wanted to ask? Is this where the photograph was taken? We're looking for the room where the photograph was taken prior to the incident. Do you happen to know whether this is the right room?
Oh yes, you're in the right place. I saw the photography session for myself. Let's see, the cameraman was standing just about where you're standing. Actually, Monsieur Falcon.
And where was the camera pointed?
Right at the clock above the mantelpiece. The Baron insisted on using that very location.
Ah, so you should tell the time, the exact time. Now that I'm looking at it, something isn't right about that clock.
I know, the painting on it totally clashes with the decor.
I was thinking along more obvious lines. The clock has no hands.
Oh. Oh, that clock has never had hands in all the years I've worked here. I think Baron Roguel just keeps it around as a conversation piece.
Well, we're conversing about it, so I guess it's working. It's a peculiar detail, though. I'll make a note of it.
Is there something else you wanted to ask?
There's something we should know. You were a little nervous when we came in. You thought we were police officers. Is there something we ought to know? Anything you need to confess?
No. I suppose I'm just a little nervous after all the drama of last week.
Pressure! Are you sure there isn't anything you're hiding?
It's okay to tell us. We're defense attorneys. That means we help people to get away with criminal acts.
Right, and... Wait, what? No, it's not an accurate job description, Sparrowson.
It isn't? Oh, what do we then?
I'll tell you later.
Honestly, messieurs, I have nothing to hide. Was there something else you want to ask?
That's all. No further questions. Thank you, mademoiselle. You've been a huge help.
It's no problem, messieurs. Actually, there is something. I know you two saw me stealing as you came in. I appreciate that you didn't give me the third degree about it. You see, I'm trying to save up for to follow my dreams, and, well, never mind, I'm rambling.
It's no problem, mademoiselle. To be honest, we have a much larger crime to worry about. Though I should probably ask, I don't suppose you've been stealing anything else? Silverware, perhaps?
Ah, you know about that. Yeah, I suppose that was me. I started with a couple of teaspoons. I didn't think the Baron would miss those. But, well, yeah. I suppose the habit got a little away from me.
That's one mystery. Solved, at least.
I would appreciate it if you didn't tell the Baron. He's been really kind and I wouldn't like to break his trust.
I see.
So, where to next, Big Bird?
Garden! Dame Caroline said that she found Monsieur Greenway on the stairs by the fountain. So this must be the very spot where the murder took place.
Hey, Falcon. Do the crime scene investigation thing.
Crime scene investigation thing?
Yeah, you know, that thing where you get all eagle-eyed and you analyze every object in excruciating detail.
You mean search for evidence?
Yeah, do that.
That's not a bad suggestion. Wouldn't be the first time in the Parisian police have missed something right under their noses. In investigation mode, you are free to examine the scenery of the room. Click on the item of interest and Falcon will examine it closer in detail. When you have had enough or you can find nothing else to examine, click X on the top right corner. Yeah, select an area to examine. And I'm done! Alright. Baron Roguel certainly likes his horse statues. Don't mind the horse statues, but the little shadow people creep me out. Babies should be waddling, not attempting saddleless horseback riding. His fountain is finely crafted. It's solid carved marble, the kind of paint cheap. See nothing but water at the bottom of the lower basin. It's a shame you can't see inside the upper basin from here. That would be a perfect place to quickly stash a murder weapon. That's actually not a terrible line of reasoning. Ought to wait in to take a closer look just to be sure. Yeah, I suppose we should. I apologize. I wasn't being direct enough. What I mean to say was, Sparson, go wade into the fountain and take a closer look inside the upper basin. Me? No way. If you want to go wading, you do it yourself. I'm a respectable lawyer. You can't expect me to roll up my trousers and paddle around a fountain like a duck in a lake. Yeah, well, you don't pay me enough to justify getting my sweet threads wet. Look, there's only one reasonable way to sell this. We'll flip for it. Flip for it? Yep. I'll flip this 1 franc coin. You call the outcome, get it wrong, and you go for a swim. So what'll it be? Heads or tails? Napoleon faced or plant squiggles? We're all on heads. Don't let me down, old emperor. Here I go. It's tails. Roll up your pantaloons, Falcon. You're going for a swim. Yeah, fine. Hold my shoes. Falcon really should learn how to spot a rigged coin flip. I almost feel bad for cheating. Almost. Ah, you're back. Had a good swim? No, I'm a bird, not a fish. But I did find a mystery item in the upper basin. It's no murder weapon though. What's this? It's brown and sticky, and it smells weird. Tell me you picked up a very wet cigar butt, possibly belonging to Baron Roguel. Baron Roguel? Correct. But that shouldn't be too surprising. It is his house after all. I'll stash it in the evidence folder just in case. Is there anything else we need to do here? Finely crafted horse statue. The mane almost looks lifelike. Would you say it behooves you to stroke it? No? No, I would not. Dried blood on the staircase. This must be where Monsieur Greenway died. You see any bloody footprints? Ooh, ooh. Or maybe a name scrawled in blood written with the frog's last breath? Wishful thinking. All I'm seeing here is a big sticky puddle. Nothing to indicate that the body was moved or that the frog left a last minute clue. All I can make out from the bloody mess is that Monsieur Greenway was attacked and killed on the stakes. Another beautifully made horse statue. You know, my uncle once had a horse that refused to eat hay. Eat hay? Oh, that's unfortunate. Yep. Eventually we realized that it was just filling up on horse d'oeuvres. Hors d'oeuvres. Hors d'oeuvres. Terrible. Oh, statue. This one has a goofy face. That reminds me of a joke. A horse walks into a bar and the barkeep says, "What a long face? Yes, yes, we've all heard that one." What? No, the barkeep says, "You got to stop coming here. You're tricking us under the stable." I think it's time to rein in the horse jokes. Well, there is nothing else to discover, I don't think. Oh, it's a wet cigar butt. A cigar that was found at the bottom of the fountain of Rockwell's garden. It could only be reached with a little waiting. The clock in Baron Rockwell's lounge has no hands. Colleen, the housemaid of Chateau Trinity, has confessed to stealing silverware from the household. Dame Cataline ate a bloody rare steak at the banquet. This is red herring. Coolio. Yeah, I guess we're done. I think we're done here. Good call. But are you sure you don't want to take another dip? You still have time. Don't push your luck. Back to the lounge. Oh, looks like the housemaid has moved on to another room. It doesn't matter. Got all the important information we needed, didn't we? Did you, messieurs, have a good look around? I trust everything was in order. We had a look. Thank you, Baron, but we actually have some questions for you. Please, ask away. I have nothing to hide. What happened on the murder? Very well. I'd like to ask you about the activities on the night of the murder. Oh, am I in trouble? Not at all. No, nothing like that. We're just gathering the full picture. I see. Well, let me think. The guests arrived at 5 o'clock, and we all sat down for dinner in this very hall at 6. That part went magnificently. The photographer arrived at 7 o'clock, but it wasn't until 7:30 that we had our picture taken. My housemaid discovered the crime scene soon after that. I see. Is there something else I can help you, Monsieur with? About your housemaid. And your housemaid, Colleen Dohor. She's a courteous young lady, isn't she? Yes, she was quite helpful. Yeah, she was more than willing to help us with our investigation. I'm glad to hear. Did you two want to ask something else? We believe it. And that'll be all, Baron. Thank you very much for your time. It was a pleasure. Have a delightful day, messieurs. Did you get all the information you needed, Falcon? I hope so. Don't worry. If everything goes wrong in the trial, we could always just wing it. Terrible. Just terrible. Let's head back to the office and get some rest. A new day. Studio de Robinho. Alright, let's do this. So this is the studio of the famous photographer. Shall we knock? Wait, there's a note on the door. A magnificent and marvelous artist, Monsieur Robinho de Robinho, is currently out on an artistic expedition. He shall return when his muse sees fit. When his muse sees fit? What does that even mean? I think it means that he is a pretentious bird brain. But in any case, the artist seems to be out. What shall we do now? We should knock anyway. Alright, I don't see the arm. Nope, doesn't look like he's in, Falcon. We should break in. We should break in. What? Are you serious? Maybe. Monsieur G.G. Falcon, I would have thought that a man of justice like yourself would be against such reckless displays of unlawful barbarism. You're right. Sorry. I don't know what came over. It's a brilliant suggestion. Stand back. I'm barging the door down. Wait, just like that? Shouldn't we discuss this first? What in bird Jesus' name was that? You said you wanted to break in. I thought we could find an open window. I didn't think you would turn into a bird-sized cannonball. By now that we're here, we ought to make the most of it. This place is quite something. It's very... swanky. I was going to say ostentatious. That's just swanky talk for swanky. Don't have time for this. The sound of the door being smashed in could be drawing unwanted attention. We should find anything that may help our case. Get out. This photograph of a castle somewhere in the countryside. You know, I once had an uncle who once fell off a castle rampart while on guard duty. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that. Did he die? No, he got demoted. Ugh, terrible. Is he just gonna make jokes every fucking time? Picture of a sailing ship on a windy day. There's a picture of a fence. It's a fancy photograph. It leaves the viewer defenseless. Out of all the pictures here, I would pick it as my favorite. Okay, I'm done. No more fence puns. This is a tiny photograph of what appears to be a jail cell. That reminds me. How illegal is this? You know, breaking and entering, rifling through a person's belongings? Very illegal. I'm not going to lie to you, Sparrowson. If we're caught, we will be spending the next 20 years with a number instead of a name. I call it 24601. Don't be dumb, Sparrowson. You can't call prison numbers. Damn, I want that one. A butterfly, or maybe a moth. It's difficult to tell in black and white. A lighthouse? No way, it's a man in a top hat. Actually, if I screen and turn my head sideways. It's a black smudge falcon. Beautiful picture of the Paris skyline. Given the angle, this must have been taken from Notre Dame Cathedral itself. This appears to be a photograph of a ladder, symbolic of climbing towards success, maybe? Looks more like a step ladder to me. Oh no, we're not getting into that old argument. I see a finely dressed dandy fellow upon a horse. I see a bourgeois tigress in profile. Bourgeois. Chandelier! You should get one of those for the office. I don't have the money for that sort of luxury. I see paints, inks, and dyes. I'm not quite sure what the clear liquid in this bottle is. I could taste test it. You could, but we don't have time for a hospital visit right now, so let's not. Hey Falcon, look! What? It's just an easel. No, look at what's on the easel! Oh wow, this must be a copy of the photograph from the evening of the murder. Hey, even the maid's in it. Grenwy wasn't in it. So isn't the Baron. Isn't that a bit strange that he's not in the picture? And the maid was in the picture. Weird. There's no question about it. I see housemaid, Dame Cataline, and I think it's Signor Pertois, Cataline's father. So what shall we do? Do we just take this? We shall leave it. No. That would be a big mistake. Every competent lawyer knows that stolen property can't be used as evidence. Still, we've learned some valuable information by seeing this photograph in person. I suppose so. Is there anything else we need to do here? Do here? Nothing, it seems. I can't add it to my evidence thing. I think we're done snooping. Let's get out of here before we draw further attention to ourselves. Sounds good to me. Uh-oh. Oh, mon Dieu, what happened to my door? Tell the truth. Well, Monsieur Albinio, it's like this. You see, we are attorneys who have been hired for the purpose of... Raven! A raven did it! We saw the whole thing! What are you doing, Sparson? I've got this. Not going to jail because our conscience is acting up. Nobody's going to jail. Just take it easy. Damn ravens. They're always after our shiny objects, am I right? Yeah, that's right. Let's make a move. Trial day is approaching fast. Right, let's go. A new day. I'll get back to Robinho. Falcon, it's the trial day. Stop messing around. We need to head to the courthouse already. Nope. We're going to be late. Falcon, it's the trial day. Stop messing around. We need to head to the courthouse. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Palace of Justice houses the High Court, a place reserved for only the most serious of crimes. Falcon and Sparson stand inside the marble portico of the Palais de Justice, awaiting the opening of the Tribunal de Grande Instance. Are you nervous, Falcon? Not saying shit. That bad, huh? Still don't have much of a clue. Monsieur Falcon, Petit Sparrowson. Is there anything you need me to do? No. We've got to handle things. Falcon was just telling me how confident he was feeling about the case. That's wonderful. I just know you two will pull through. Let's move it along, fellas. I'll be watching from inside. Do your best for me, Monsieur Falcon. We will. Are you ready? Yeah, we're ready. Judge Maxime. Alright, settle down everyone, settle down. Is everybody here? J.J. Falcon present. The defense is ready, Your Honor. Rupert Rabington present. The ready's prosecution, Your Honor. Ready is prosecution? Oh, darn, that's not it. Oh gosh, where are my notes? Ha! I knew it. Knew what? Rupert and I went to Paris Law School together. He was in all of my classes. Oh, was he smart? Psst, no? He
he always scored the second worst marks in the class. I can only assume he bumbled through the final exams on the luck of his two rabbits' feet. Unless he's improved considerably, he might already have this trial in the bag. That's good. Let's say, person, if Rupert scored the second lowest marks in the class, then who scored the lowest? I choose to exercise my right of not self-incriminate. Here it is. The prosecution is ready, Your Honor. And the jury all present? All present and accounted for, Your Honor. Hey, Falcon, I thought there were only 6 members of the jury in cases like this. For cases like this, why do I count 8? No, those 2 birds with the funny hats are assessors, the associate judges. Funny hats. Oh, they all have hats. Just these 2, I guess.
Everything seems to be in order, so let us begin. The court is now in session for the trial of Dame Cataline Demau. Prosecution, please call your first witness to the stand.
Oh gosh, are we there ready? Okay, I choose to call the officer in charge of the murder investigation, Inspector Volerty, to the witness stand.
Inspector Volerty, please approach the stand and recite the oath. As you will, Your Honor. I swear to speak without hatred and without fear, to tell the whole truth and nothing but the truth.
Monsieur, Inspector, please state your name and occupation for the record.
My name is Inspector Just Volerty. I am a servant to the law, a scourge of the gutter rats that plague the city. I have enforced the law for over 20 years, and I shall continue until I bring the infamous Viridian killer to justice. My path begins 18 years ago. Let's stick to the questions, Inspector. Of course, Your Honor.
Ah, great. I was hoping we could have had one of those bumbling, cuddly officers, but instead we're stuck with lawful goody two-shoes. That this guy would turn in his own mother if he saw a little layering.
So, Inspector, is it true that you are the lead investigator on this case? That is correct. I was also among the first to arrive at the scene of the crime.
Then perhaps you can walk us through what you witnessed upon your arrival.
Absolutely. Just after 7:30, we were alerted and brought to the scene by the housemaid of Baron Roguel.
7:30.
At the scene of the crime, we found Dame Cataline Demau. She was standing over the corpse of Monsieur Greenway with his blood on her paws.
Well, that sounds like an open and shut case in my humble opinion. No more questions, Your Honor.
Bloody paws. Nobody told me that detail.
Keep it together, Falcon. We're about to be given the opportunity to cross-examine the witness. That's your opportunity to find flaws in the inspector's testimony.
Of course, I know this. You may begin your cross-examination, Monsieur Falcon.
Cross-examine the witness to find flaws in his testimony. Sautain and Gambade. Mother and her bouncy daughter begged us for money outside Chateau Trinity. Pauline Duhall, a vertically enabled housemaid who works for Baron Roguel, seems to be made a case of kleptomania.
Baron Roguel, a great lion of Chateau, clearly a reputably ruthless businessman. Robitio de Robinio, a delusional artist and photographer. Someone describe Robitio with the H word. That's right, you know the one. Judge Maxime. While the longest-serving judges in France, Judge Maxime is known for being attentive and even-handed. Remington, a stuttering and jumpy prosecutor who bumbles through cases on nothing but sheer dumb luck. Just Valerti, a grumpy war veteran turned police inspector. This guy is as strict and law-abiding as they come. Okay, select a key phrase you find suspicious and Falcon will press the witness for information. Ask the right question and bring the truth to light. Avoid pressing for pointless details. The judge and jury don't like having their time wasted. Say statement to question. Seen by the housemaid. Baron Roguel, at the scene of the crime, we found Dame Cataline. She was standing at the sliced open corpse, Monsieur Graham with blood on her paws. Blood on her paws. Alright, let's find this. Inspector, you say Dame Cataline had blood on her paws? Correct. Blood clung to her fur like guilt to a convict. Whose blood was it? Ah, what a question. It was Monsieur Grinouille's, of course. How can you be so sure? I object. This line of questioning is absurd. Yeah, she actually raw steak. That's right. There was only one murder victim that night, Falcon. The blood of Dame Cataline's paws could have only belonged to one person, Monsieur Greenway. Judge, Falcon's trying to delay the trial by asking pointless questions. I'm afraid the prosecution may have a point, Monsieur Falcon. Do you have any reason to suspect that the blood belonged to someone other than Monsieur Greenway? I do. Indeed I do. I do, Your Honor. Actually, I have more than suspicion. I have evidence that the blood of Dame Cataline's paws had nothing to do with the murder. This is foolish time-wasting, Falcon. If the blood on Dame Cataline's paws didn't come from the victim, then where did the blood come from? The rare steak. A bloody rare steak. On the evening of the murder, Dame Cataline ate a bloody rare steak. Is this true, Monsieur Remington? In a matter of speaking, I suppose steak may have been on the, menu? Then, Inspector, would you acknowledge the possibility that the blood on the lady's paws did not belong to the victim, but to the steak? Well... Wait, don't answer that, Inspector. It is a possibility. No. Oh. Intriguing. Pretty convincing. Getting a little favor by the jury. So, Inspector Valerti, is it possible that you arrested an innocent bystander simply for being a messy eater? Now hold on just 1 minute, Falcon. You're overlooking something quite crucial. Dame Cataline is an elegant bourgeois kitten. She was no doubt brought up with flawless etiquette and perfect table manners. At the banquet, she would have eaten a steak with a fork with her left hand and a knife in her right, like any proper civilized animal. How could she have possibly gotten blood on her paws with such good manners? Oh, that is a good question. Well, at least it would be at any ordinary dinner banquet. But as it happened, something was missing from that particular banquet. Something that forced Dame Cataline to eat with her paws. Stolen silverware. Dame Cataline was forced to eat steak with her paws because the silverware of the household had been previously stolen. Stolen? I don't recall any information of that police report. We weren't aware of anything missing from the Roguel residence when we performed our initial investigation. But as it happened, Baron Rugrel approached us about this very subject last night. Innocent, perhaps? What a twist. You get a little favor by the jury. Where's the meaning of all this? Bloody steak? Misplaced silverware? Inspector, was your investigation so lax that you overlooked these basic facts in your initial report? Lax? My investigation? Judge, I assure you, I am the most thorough investigative officer on the force. And it is amazing that the Parisian police managed to solve any crimes at all. Oh dear. Be on your way, Inspector. Perhaps do a little inspecting for your next case. Fine, so be it, messieurs. Until next time. Prosecutor, I trust your next witness is ready. Yes, of course, Your Honor. I call upon, let's see, Monsieur Robinho, the photographer who attended the banquet on the night of the murder. Monsieur Robinho, please approach the stand and recite the oath. How's it go? I swear to speak without hatred and without fear, to tell the whole truth and nothing but the truth. It's a little cliché, to be perfectly honest. Could the witness please introduce himself for the court record? As if anybody in this courtroom does not immediately recognize me. I am the great Monsieur Roberto Robinho, cutting-edge photographer and visionary. I don't just take people's pictures, I capture the very essence. Je suis les artistes. Tu es une pipée. You may have seen my works in hip magazines, Le Branche or C'est Chouette. I can send you tweets if you like. What on earth is a tweet? Bird-to-bird communication. Come on, Falcon. It's the 19th century. Get with the times already. Yes. Your works are very impressive, Monsieur Robinho. But let's get down to business. Could you tell us about your activities were on the night of the murder? Very well. I was hired by Baron Roguel to capture the evening's events. I arrived at 7 in the evening, I pointed my camera and captured the beauty of the banquet in one fantastic photograph. Then I billed Baron Roguel and left. Like a true artist. And, with regards to the photograph itself, who did you photograph? I thought you might ask. I brought a copy so you can all see for yourselves. Ah, very good. Let's take a closer look. Wait a minute. My word, this is an exquisite picture, isn't it? So let's see, who do we have here? In the middle we see Baron Roguel in the line who hosted the event. On the left we see Seigneur de Pertoir, Dumont, the father of the defendant, Dame Cataline. Finally we see the housemaid, Colleen Duhor, who I suspect may have snuck into the picture uninvited. As you can see, two people are clearly absent from the photograph. The first is the victim, Monsieur Greenouille. The second is the defendant, Dame Cataline Dumont. Quite suspicious, wouldn't you agree? Just a moment, Monsieur Remington. This proves nothing. So the defendant and the victim were not photographed with the others. That doesn't mean that they were in the garden together at that point. Hold your horses, Falcon. I'm not done yet. Prosecution may continue. Wait a minute. What? Behind the photograph subjects, we see a wall clock with the time set at 7:30. Now, why is that time significant? Well, as Inspector Velerti told us earlier, that was the exact time the murder took place. Do you see, Falcon? Every suspect has an alibi at the time of the murder, save for Dame Cataline herself. Falcon? Falcon? Something is fishy. In the jail cell, Dame Cataline told us that she was present when the photograph took place, but I don't see her in Robinio's photograph. That's true, but I can't use Dame Cataline's testimony as evidence. It has too little weight. If I want to prove that Monsieur Robinio's photograph is not a valid piece of evidence, I will have to dish out evidence of my own. Your Honor, I would like to cross-examine the witness. Very well. The defense may proceed. It's a waste of time if you ask me. Photographs are rock-solid evidence. So, your statement to question. Wow. Wow. That's right. Well, he built it, sure. Even if I want to photograph. Yeah, photograph. Let's take a closer look at this photograph. Is it doctored? Most likely. I see a mistake in the photograph. Just to clarify, Monsieur Robinio, photographs are a direct reflection of reality, are they not? That is correct. The photographic process leaves no room for bias or inaccuracies. It is most curious, because I see a mistake. The mistake? Impossible! I just told you, Monsieur. The camera is a perfect unbiased device. The photographs it produces are flawless. Falcon, I'm not seeing any mistakes. Perhaps you could be more specific. Certainly. Click on area I believe it contains a mistake. Right there. The clock in this photograph. There is something not right about it. Well, isn't that convenient? The defense sees something wrong with the key piece of evidence that implicates his client. Don't give me that cocky tone, Monsieur Abington. I have evidence that there is something wrong with the clock in that picture. Exactly. The clock in the Baron Roguel's lounge has no hands. The photograph clearly shows the clock's hands pointing at 7 and 6. That much is self-evident. Which is most curious, because the clock in the lounge at Chateau Crunnery has no hands. It has no hands? The clock is merely a decorative piece, a talking item. Feel free to ask Baron Roguel or his housemaid if you have doubts. Monsieur Robinio, how do you explain this discrepancy? I don't know. There must be some sort of mistake. My camera is flawless. There is no mistake, Monsieur. Your photograph depicts something that does not exist in the real world. Maybe there was an error in the printing process, an error precisely where the clock's hands should be? Please, Monsieur, don't patronize us. Allow me to offer a more plausible explanation. You, Monsieur Robinio, edited this photograph. Edited? I'm no expert, but I suspect that you used paint or ink to carefully put hands upon the clock. It would have been a simple task, considering that the clock face was bare. One could even speculate that you specifically chose to include a handless clock in the photograph just to simplify the editing process. Falcon, your reasoning is absurd. Why would the witness do such a thing? Because he is the murderer. Is it not obvious? By showing the photograph to have taken place at precisely 7:30, it clears all the photograph's subjects of suspicion. In other words, Monsieur Robinio created a perfect alibi. for the Baron. Of course, this raises further questions. Who is the witness protecting? And why? Was Monsieur Robinho coerced? Bribed? Threatened? Enough silence. Let's hear some answers, Monsieur Robinho.
Fine! You've got me. I'm guilty. I did it all.
You did it? You're confessing to the murder of Monsieur Greenway?
What? No. I have no idea who killed the frog. I'm just admitting that I'm guilty of producing fraudulent photographs.
I was ordered to make changes to the printed photographs, and yes, that included adding hands to the clock. You were ordered? By whom?
I dare not say.
Monsieur Robinho, I strongly advise you to answer the defense's question. You have pledged to speak without fear, after all.
With respect, Judge, I fear his claws more than I fear the punishment of the justice system. I shall name no names.
His claws!
Don't you hear that, Falcon?
That is most unfortunate. Monsieur Robinho, we cannot and shall not torture names out of you. We don't live under the ancien regime, after all. But since you have admitted to falsifying evidence, and we cannot keep you on the stand as a witness, take your leave. You shall be charged with perjury in due course.
I can't protest. That's the least I deserve for my failure as an artist.
Good day, messieurs. Intriguing, pretty convincing. Getting a little favor. Little favor? Are you serious?
So, the clock's hands were painted on? So what? It doesn't matter. The photograph still depicts Dame Cataline as absent close to the time of the murder. That's significant.
Don't be dense, Monsieur Arrington. If the photograph is not completely genuine, then it cannot be considered reliable evidence.
Why not?
Still a portrayal of the, night's events? Because if we accept that one part of the picture is edited, then we must accept the possibility that other parts were too. It is possible that Dame Cataline was painted out. Even worse, it is possible that another person was painted in. We know that the witness was trying to cover for someone, so all possibilities must be accounted for.
So what do you say, Falcon? That the housemaid paid off the photographer? Or was it Signor Putois de Mal, perhaps?
I don't think so. The housemaid lacks a means or motive, and it wouldn't make sense for Signor Putois to implicate his own daughter.
But surely you're not suggesting the honest and beloved Baron Roguel deliberately tried to frame Dame Cataline? Because that would be the most outlandish theory yet. The Baron is a pillar of our community. He would never do such a thing.
Monsieur Remington, I'm not here to throw accusations. That's the job of you, the prosecutor. However, mayhaps I should offer my opinion?
Baron, it's not time for your witness testimony yet.
So you would think, prosecutor, and yet I see my good reputation getting tarnished by your incompetence.
Incompetence?
Indeed. Let us proceed with the witness questioning. Is that fine with you, Judge? Yes, I suppose that's fine. Very good. And I trust that the defense has no objections? No objections here. Fantastic. Oh, but before I forget, I pledge to speak without fear and prejudice, etc., etc. Now, prosecutor, ask me about what I witnessed over the course of the evening.
Oh, okay. Baron Roguel, on the night of the
initial dinner went magnificently. When the photographer arrived, Monsieur Greenway left to visit the garden. Dame Cataline followed behind him moments later. Signor Putois, Monsieur Robinho, and myself were engaged in conversation, so we paid her no mind. After the photographer had left, my housemaid left to find Monsieur Greenway and Dame Cataline. That would be when I heard her cry for help.
Thank you, Baron. I think we all know the story from here.
I would like to cross-examine the witness. Do you doubt my integrity, Garçon? I'm just here to uncover the truth, Baron. Very well, then. Hit me with your best shot. Let's establish with absolute certainty that I, Baron Roguel, am an honest man. The defense may proceed with the cross-examination. Cigar. The garden. Baron, we saw the murder scene in your garden for ourselves. When was the last time you visited it? Baron Roguel, when was the last time you ventured into your own garden? As it happens, I have quite serious allergies. I haven't been in my own garden for years. Years, huh? Years, you say? Indeed. That's not right. Baron, I do not wish to call you a liar, but that claim does not hold up to scrutiny. Oh, why is that? Because we have hard evidence that you have visited the garden recently. Balderdash, my word is gold. Show the court this so-called hard evidence that I've been in my garden. Cigar. Good point. This was found in your garden. To be specific, it was found inside the fountain basin. Right beside where the murder occurred.
A cigar butt? And it could have belonged to anybody, and...
Prosecutor, please shut your mouth. I can speak for myself.
Okay, sorry, Baron.
That is indeed the remnants of one of my cigars, but I must apologize, Monsieur Falcon, for I misunderstood your initial question. You see, prior to the banquet, I hadn't visited my own garden in years. But naturally, after hearing the housemaid's cry for help in the evening of the murder, I rushed outside. I was shocked and disgusted by what I saw. That must have been when I dropped my half-smoked cigar in the fountain basin. Dropped? At the very top of the basin? Huh?
You see, Falcon? There's a perfectly reasonable explanation.
I would find that believable if the cigar was casually discarded. But as it happened, the cigar bowl was found on the fountain's upper basin, a location that could only be accessed with great inconvenience.
And a little paddling.
The cigar bowl was not dropped. It was deliberately hidden. There are a number of possible explanations. Are there? Because I can only think of one. That is, that you, Baron Roguel, deliberately hid your cigar butt to disguise your own illicit activities. Did I now? And what illicit activities would those be? You want me to spell it out? Fine. Let's put everything on the table. You, Baron Roguel, murdered Monsieur Greenway. That is what you were trying to keep hidden. Directly accusing me of murder? How shamelessly brazen.
That is a ludicrous accusation, Falcon. The Baron is an upstanding citizen of the highest order. Your allegation is baseless. You have no evidence, no means, motive, or opportunity.
No evidence? Think harder, Monsieur Remington. Every piece of evidence points to Baron Roguel as the prime suspect. You want the means? The Baron certainly had the means. His lion's claws are as sharp as a surgeon's blade. Cutting a frog's belly would be trivial to you. Even Monsieur Robinho confessed just moments ago that he feared his claws. Ridiculous. I would never threaten a man with violence. You want a motive? The Baron had at least 10,000 francs worth of motive. By removing a business partner, the Baron's share of his railway company increased from 1/3 to 1/2. This is preposterous. And finally, the Baron had an opportunity. No, he crafted the perfect opportunity. He arranged a small banquet to the very select number of guests. He was aware of the missing silverware, and yet he served steak, a food item that necessitates good cutlery. Why, to bloody the hands of his guests, of course. Then he hired an easily influenced photographer and staged a very specific picture in order to build a perfect alibi for himself. Photographing the guests in front of a handless clock to make for an easy editing is quite an ingenious plan, it must be said. Prosecutor, are you just gonna let this slanderous yarn go uncontested? Say something! Object! Oh, you're pitifully useless. After executing the murder, the Baron found himself still holding a single piece of incriminatory evidence. His finished cigar. He knew that leaving at the crime scene would raise suspicion, but he didn't have time to properly dispose of it. So out of desperation he threw it into his fountain out of the sight of his guests and any snooping police. I imagine the Baron was hoping to implicate Signor Pertois de Mal, since that would ensure total control over his railway company. Alas, Dame Cataline was the first to happen upon the crime scene, so the Baron improvised. This is an outrage! Judge, I demand that you disbar this ranting lunatic. No, there is only one outrage here. That is, that a man like yourself is able to abuse his wealth and status to frame an innocent girl for murder. You're a bourgeois of the worst kind. How dare you, garçon? That utter nerve for a lying scumbag of a lawyer to accuse a philanthropist like myself of something so heinous? I'm nothing like the fat cat bourgeois. I'm a respectable, hard-working capitalist. No, you're a ruthless man who would slaughter a dear friend just to reap a few francs. You incredulous whelp. I ought to get you right here and now, like a damned frog. Could someone please restrain the Baron? I'm on it, Your Honor. Let's go, old man, to the conciergerie with you. Don't touch me, you filthy jackdaw. I can walk myself. This is quite a turn of events. Does the prosecution have anything to add? Well, in a manner of speaking, to be honest, no. Then I shall now confer with the members of the jury to come to a decision. I ask that the animals of the court please be patient in this time. Falcon, that was pretty incredible. Thank you. Just hope it was enough. What do you mean? What do you mean? You just proved Cataline's innocence. We'll get a not guilty verdict for sure. Sparrowson, I think you've misunderstood something important about the justice system. What's that? I haven't proved anything. As lawyers, we cannot deal in proofs. It's just not possible. All we can do is organize the evidence and convincingly explain what it suggests. I haven't proved Dame Cataline's innocence. All I've done is demonstrate that there is a significant possibility that she is not guilty. I am not sure that I understand the difference. We have reached a decision. In light of the recent revelations, it is clear that an error of judgment was made with the initial arrest. On that note, we unanimously find the defendant Dame Cataline Demau to be not guilty. Yeah. Okay.
Monsieur Falcon, petite person, you did it.
Yeah, I suppose we did, didn't we? We should head back to the office so we can celebrate properly. You did it, Falcon! I can't take all the credit. This was a group achievement.
I'm so proud of you both.
I'll go get 1 bottle of wine and 3 of our least dirty glasses.
You were amazing, Monsieur Falcon.
It was nothing.
I very much liked the way you pinned the murder on the Baron. That was an act of sheer genius.
Well, I didn't pin anything. Sparrowson and I just worked on unveiling the truth, given the facts of the case.
Monsieur Falcon, there's no need to play coy. The case is over.
Play coy?
Don't tell me you're actually being sincere.
I'm completely lost. She did do it.
Oh wow. I thought the goody-goody thing was an act, but you actually don't know. Alright, I'll spell it out for you. I murdered Monsieur Greenway. I saw him in the garden, all drunk and vulnerable. I seized my opportunity. It's nothing personal, just business, you understand?
Business?
To increase my papa's share in the train company, of course. My papa always said that the drunk old frog was the weakest link.
Your confession doesn't make any sense at all. I found Baron Roguel's cigar butt hidden in the garden.
Oh, I put that there. I expected the police to find it, but I suppose that was putting too much faith in the brains of Paris's finest.
But Falcon proved that Monsieur Rubinio's photograph was edited.
It was edited. I wasn't in the picture because I was busy paying a visit to Monsieur Greenway in the garden. My papa knew I needed an alibi, so he ordered Monsieur Rubinio to paint me over Baron Roguel and to add hands to the clock. But that lazy artist didn't manage to finish altering the photograph by trial day.
His claws.
It's a good thing that Monsieur Falcon was so imaginative, because that could have gone very badly. What's with the silence? You should both be proud. There aren't many lawyers in the whole of France who could have won a case like this, even for a bourgeois kitty like me.
I think you should leave.
Fine. So much for the celebrations. Here's the payment for your services, straight from my papa's pockets.
I'm gonna try again. 59. Wait, what? I only got 30 francs. Are you serious?
Well, adieu, Monsieur Falcon. Adieu, petite person.
Falcon, what do we do now? Falcon? Game has been saved. Do you wish to continue? No! Well, that's on why you should play Aviary Attorney. Holy shit. I knew it. I knew it. It's going too smoothly. Well, hope you enjoyed. Oh, I thought there was going to be menu music, but I guess not. Yeah. That was Aviary Attorney. It's actually pretty fun. Pretty fun. Yeah. What a twist. What a twist. But there was no way you would have known. No way at all. Whatever. If you could have known, then you can do it, but there's no way for you to know. Sorry if I spoiled that part of the story for you, but you still have a few more acts to go. I don't know how many acts it has. 5? I don't know. But yeah, it'll be a nice fun thing. No platforming. Fucking hell. Nice art style and, well, great art in general. It's actually kind of funny too. So there's that. I'm not sure if I'm actually gonna play through that because, oh my god, my fucking throat. Holy crap, so many voices. Especially during trial time, oh my god. Everyone's speaking in different fucking accents. Oh my. Just killing my throat. Killing my throat. Yeah, I might consider playing it. After this, maybe I'll play one more WYSP. I'll do one more WYSP. And then I'll probably, one more WYSP, and then I'll go back to the Genshin for the day. And that should be the last of the event for the Genshin thing. And after that, I think I'll continue off Orion Legacy. You know that? I played that before yesterday. Yeah. Yeah. I'll play through that entire series. Maybe I'll play through Aviary Attorney after that, as well. Who knows? Definitely not continuing fucking platformers or that fucking another perspective piece of shit. Make your own platforms. Oh my god. The game still pisses me off. Anyways, I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace. Or, mon adieu.